opportunities you'll have. But it doesn't mean that you need a 600 millimeter. 400 would be fine, or 300 for that matter. So, yeah, there's several locations you can get images. I mean, there's an eagle's nest that's pretty active right now. You could probably use 100 millimeter, 150 millimeter to get a good shot. So that's the nice thing about.
Are you talking about the one just north of the road that leading in there? Is that the one you're talking about?
As you go to the boat launch area, there's one overhead. There's a couple of old latrines. And it's kind of a turnaround circle, but there's a tree. There's a tree there with a eagle's nest. Last time I was there, there was one overhead, so it's active right now.
Oh, okay. I missed that somehow. I don't know how I did that. I was so focused with water. I guess really wasn't looking for the nest. But yeah, when I was there, they were floating down the river on those ice floes, which is always a fun sight to see.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know how many people are planning to go?
I haven't heard from anyone else. As far as I know, it's just my wife and I, Kim and her husband, and you.
Okay.
But I'm hoping we'll get, I don't know, Alan, are you going to get to go or not?
No, I'm not going to be able.
Okay.
I thought Mary was going.
Oh, I haven't heard definite either way on her. I'm hoping she can, because she'd really enjoy it.
Is this Saturday, this coming Saturday?
Yes.
Because I would go.
I sent out the email. A lot of us are staying at the Super 8 Friday and even Saturday night. So we have a full, at least Saturday full day to photograph, and it gives us other opportunities Saturday evening, Sunday morning to photograph. So, but that's up to each individual.
So yeah, my husband and I are planning on going. We're going to go Friday, and we're going to spend the Friday night in Burlington, Iowa. So we're going to do like a Valentine's Day thing while we're there. That's cool. Then we'll meet you guys at Lock and Dam Saturday morning. So
okay,
figure out where you're at. And
yeah, we should be there around 7:30. The way the itinerary is set up right now, anyway. We'll probably leave the hotel about 7. It takes about 20-30 minutes to get there. So.
Yep.
Yeah, we're right across the river, so it won't take us 15 minutes or so to get there.
Yeah, Burlington's about 15 minutes from, because we went to Burlington as well after we photographed eagles, and that also gives great opportunities for some architectural photography. Mm-hmm. They got a really nice historical, both houses and on their business. It's a nice town. They also have an overlook, although when we were there was so much ice, there wasn't anything to really see other than bare trees and ice. And the park, funny enough, is named Mosquito Park.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure that's a very good name.
Yeah.
Just a heads up on the weather situation. It looks like there may be 3 to 5 inches of snow happening in that area on Thursday. So it may be worthwhile to throw a pair of boots in your car, right, or even some ice grips as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that you get some snow up there, but hopefully they'll have it taken care of by Saturday morning or Friday afternoon.
All right. Well, I think we might have a few more dropping in, but before we get started with the selection of the images, Steve and Ray can talk about the outing like you kind of already have already, but if there's anything else that you want to discuss, or if anyone has any questions about how to get there or where we go, or I know when Lyle and I could go, when we meet you at Lock and Dam 18, we need to have a special place to meet, or is it gonna be pretty easy to find you?
It'd be pretty
Pretty-
easy to find. I mean, Ray, go ahead, Ray.
Yeah, as you drive in there, there's a parking area right at the base of the platform. It'd be difficult to hide there. You certainly can find anybody that's around there. There is, before you get up the little incline, there's a road to the left, which runs parallel to the river heading south. There's also a boat launch area that you can get basically on Riverside. But I imagine all that's going to be iced in. What you'll probably see there is eagles on ice, and you'll see eagles in the trees above. So, and you'll see them flying back and forth. I've been there and I've got some pretty good shots of eagles fighting over their catch. There'll be one on the ice, for instance, and then 2 or 3 will come by, and it's fun to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had 2 get in an aerial combat right over me, and it was a juvenile and an adult, and boy, the juvenile was pretty persistent. The adult wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah, that's fun to see.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think my husband was just wanting to come watch. He was wanting to go, look
Yeah.
at and just watch, and I won't be
Yeah, I
able to
mean,
go
even-
later on, but
Even
the
if you're
morning.
not a photographer, there's plenty to see even without a camera. It's spectacular.
If you happen to have a video camera or another camera that'll take video, it'd be nice to set that up and observe what's going on. It would be a good video to have.
Mhm.
I've shown people that and they couldn't believe it. I've told them about it, but once they see it, it's
Yes.
fantastic.
Well, most people think that Alaska is the only place you're going to see eagles congregate in those numbers, and that's definitely not true. They will do it on the Mississippi River as well.
I'd find it hard pressed to find that many eagles in any location right now, other than
Yeah.
Right.
on the Mississippi.
Well, it's the only open water, so it makes sense right there around the dams.
Right.
And I can't figure out what's so special about 18, because the numbers drop as you go north on the river from 18 and south especially, but something special about 18 they really like.
Okay, well, if anyone is interested, then they just need to contact you, Ray or Steve, or either one of you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do, we've got 23 images to go through. And we need to select 6 images for the PSA competition. And they have to be separate photographers, so we can't have 2 of Steve's in there, or only 1 each, that can only be entered into the PSA competition. I don't know when the competition is, but I know the deadline's tomorrow, so we've got to get them selected today, and then Mary's gonna get them to PSA tomorrow before midnight.
How many different photographers do we have?
We have 9.
Okay.
And then one more thing before we get started, that way we can just, when we're done, we're done. I wanted just to mention that our next meeting, we have our competition. We have a digital competition at our next meeting. That's on the 28th, I believe, yes. And that is going to be at the library. And the categories is the trees, which is our I-74 competition theme. So it's trees, wildlife, like our eagles, and long exposure. The long exposure category is the open category, where you can manipulate it, do whatever you want to with that one. So trees, wildlife are photorealistic, and then long exposure is open. And you can submit up to 3 images per category with a total maximum total of 6. And you can just send those images to the Champaign Camera Club's website. We will get an email out to you as it gets closer, but that's just to let you know. And we'll need those submitted by noon on that Saturday before. So that would be the 26th.
Could I mention just one more quick thing?
Mhm.
I did put on the calendar and sent out an email that I'm going to lead a group, anybody that wants to go up to Immiquon and Chautauqua, Havana, Illinois. That's another site that can be rather spectacular in the spring. And I'm shooting for March 26th. So if you have any questions on that, we're going to try to see it'll be more or less a guided tour of some of the better areas that I've been to in that area to see wildlife. And you'll, at that time of the year, you'll also have opportunities for landscapes and probably even some macro shots. So just wanted to mention that. Keep that on your calendar and keep it in mind and let me know if you want to go.
I printed it out, Steve, so I can bring it to the next meeting.
Okay.
I deal better with paper when it's a long email. So,
I hear that. I know it's a long email, but there was a lot of information.
no, it was good
Oh,
to
that's
have all
good.
that information in it. So,
Okay. Any other announcements or questions or discussion?
I don't have any.
Okay, well, we can get started. What I need to do, I'm going to share my screen. And I'll need someone to count our votes as we go along. So we'll go through each of them. Well, I'll go through and show them all. And then if someone, I'm not sure I'll be able to see everyone's hand go up or if it's an in or an out. So if someone could watch those hands and tell me how many, or just tell me if it's in or if it's out, that would really be helpful. So I'll go ahead and go through them now, just so you can see them all. Can you see them? Can everyone see the screen?
Yes.
We have a few people that turn their cameras off, so you can't see them if they vote. If they want to.
Okay, so if you can't see, yeah, then you can just put it in the chat.
Okay. I'll try and help count.
Okay, thank you.
So how do we vote when we do get to that? We do it in chat?
Yeah, we'll go in or out. So if you see an image that you'd like to keep in, just raise your hand.
Or you can just raise your hand, Tom, and we can see if we can see your hand.
Okay, I got it. Just we're raising hands. That's easier. But we're gonna look at them first, right?
Yes.
No, Kim, we just see the main page. We don't see individual photos.
Oh, it's not going?
No,
So what do you see? Do you see any of the images or what are you seeing?
we see all the images all at once. Maybe right click and do slideshow or.
there's only a check on the first one though, Kim. Maybe if you highlight them all and hit slideshow or something.
Okay, let's see.
Double click on it.
That won't work. Do you see a image, one image?
No. What if you go to view up in the top where it says view?
For Zoom or for,
No, in the file,
oh, okay.
the file folder.
No, I don't see anywhere it says,
No, what if you take one image and just double click on one image?
well, yeah, and that's what I did. I'll try it again. That's, I just double clicked on it. Nope.
And then right click and go open with.
No. All right, let's,
Hey, Kim,
yeah,
go up to right where it says view, click on the one right next to it that says picture tools. And there should be a option there for slideshow.
well, I couldn't see it. I didn't see. So if I
Click on
click-
picture tools up at the top.
Oh, picture tools, okay.
Now you
All
should
right,
get
slideshow.
slideshow.
Do I have to have them all selected?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you do.
I think you do, yeah.
And now hit slideshow.
So y'all don't see it?
No,
Slideshow's
there.
going.
You might be sharing the wrong screen. So if you stop the
Ah,
share and share again, it will ask which screen to share.
you are right. I bet I am because I'm on two monitors. Let me see.
Something's happening.
no,
Still nothing?
But slideshow isn't up on the toolbar anymore.
Now everything's blown up. It's like zoomed in on a part of the screen.
I wonder if my internet access is slow or something. Just love Zoom. I'm gonna start again. All right, so,
Ah,
Yes.
There we go.
Right.
That looks better.
okay, so do you see an image?
Yeah.
yes,
not one of ours,
mountains?
it's next over.
Norwegian
Yeah,
fjord.
that's my screen. Okay, so you see the screen, so we should. Now, do you see the folder?
Yes,
Yep.
There we go.
Ah, yay.
Whew, okay. Let's try this again. See the second image?
yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Am I going too fast or too slow or?
That's fine.
It's just a preview, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll start voting.
So we're just doing in and out.
So we'll do in and out, yeah. So if you want in, raise your hand. Otherwise, yeah.
So yeah, okay,
Can you
it's
see?
in. Keep it in.
In, okay.
Yeah. Keep it in. This might be trouble. When we got 3, I think it's an out.
Okay.
In. One, two, three, it's out. There's 2 out. No, out. Say 1, 2. We'll keep it in for now. 4. That's in. In. That's gonna be out. Out. In. Out. In. In. Out. Out. In. In. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Okay, in. Out.
All right, you go back through and move them over. I'm choosing the ends.
Right.
Okay, so these are the ends. We need to choose 6 of these.
But can we tell if there's duplicates? Like I have 2 of mine in,
Yeah, well, we can start there, I guess.
so maybe we need to vote between. Kim, do you have 2 in? I see your,
Yep, I have 2 also. So we could start with that. Do you want to, so we want to do a voting, or do you want to
the
choose? which
voting
one you
would be
want in?
great, because I don't really want to choose
All right,
Well-
so Mary, yours. Is this,
this one. Yeah, those are my 2.
that one is yours.
Dawn at Lake Charleston,
And then the gerber, is that the,
the
This one?
Gerber Daisy, yeah. Does it look sharp to you guys?
Yes.
Okay,
I think I like that one better, but
okay.
yeah,
Well,
I think
that's
I
why I
do
wanted
too.
your opinion.
I don't want, I don't want to speak for everybody.
We don't want fall landscapes for, I mean, more than one probably. So,
Yeah, that's,
yeah, okay, Gerber or Daisy.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, because you don't want to, we can, that was a little different.
Okay. And then your 2,
So I had this one,
I love
And
that
then-
one.
Yeah.
Smoky Mountains. And then the frog.
Oh, I love that one too.
I like the landscape personally.
I like the landscape.
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 Okay,
Okay. Froggy, you're out.
bring that frog back next time, Kim, though.
Okay,
And I have 3, Kim.
all right, Jim.
So we need 4 more. Oh, those weren't necessarily in, I guess.
So these are, yeah, Jim's got 3. So this is one of them.
Okay,
That one.
Monterey. Hmm.
And Pebble Beach.
I like the black and white landscape.
I'd
Yeah.
second that.
Yeah,
It's different because it's black and white. I do too. Between that one or Pebble Beach.
yeah. Pebble
Yeah,
Beach,
I like
on the
that.
17-mile drive.
I vote for this one.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. All right, so we'll keep that one in. These are out.
Okay, and then I had two, the B and the
Oh,
gold.
all right,
Mm,
this one. This one.
2 pollinators on that one.
I love this one with the sunflower and the bird.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Yeah, because there's a story there. I like that too.
And the background is more, well, they're both nicely out of focus, so, yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Are we gonna end up with 6?
I think so. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, and that's everyone. So let's go back through them again. Just so you can see, we've got one more than we need.
Boy, they're tough. It's hard to pick.
Well, wait, Kim, what we have to select from the 2 that aren't. No, I'm wrong. Okay,
No,
okay.
Yeah, all of these are from different photographers, so
So all
we
we
only need 6.
we select 1 to eliminate out of the 7, right?
Yep.
I sort of like the action there, but
I do too.
Yeah. This one's different.
It's got a story. It's
Something with the story is always pretty strong.
yeah, I liked all the hats.
Mm-hmm. They all have them on. Does he have a helmet on, like the guy on the bull?
Yeah.
I'm glad they're doing that now because it seems pretty dangerous to me.
Expressions on everyone's face is very positive,
Yeah.
showing a lot of intensity.
Okay, keep going.
Sure.
This one's good too.
Sure is.
Sharp colors are pretty.
Yeah,
I like the background.
yeah, the background's really great.
There's a little change in the black and white color up in the upper right corner, like there's an edge up there.
Not on my screen, but maybe on yours. I don't know.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know. Let's keep. I like the light in that color. That's a good shot.
With the God ray coming in from the right. Yeah.
3 on the left anchors that too.
Is that south of Champaign?
No, it's actually west.
Oh, east.
Foothills Parkway in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Yep.
You have a shot like this, right?
That is a great shot. I've got some others. I'm still going through 'em.
Yeah. Were you guys up here at one point?
Yes, we were everywhere.
Is that up on Klingman's Dome or where? Is that in the Smokies?
Yeah, Foothills
Yeah.
Parkway.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't tell you where. I just followed our guy. I just followed the caravan of cars who was in our
Yeah,
workshop.
yeah.
All right. So we have two flowers that are actually the same color, close to it.
I'm kind of leaning towards this one, just because it's a different view of a flower than we normally see. And the water droplets help.
Can't we have two flowers?
Well, you just saw one. Yeah, there's a
I
row.
meant, can't we enter two flowers or?
We can, but if we wanted to try to get a diverse selection, I guess if we're trying to figure out one to eliminate, I mean, that would be,
Well, I was
think-
leaning towards the last one with the hawk that cut the squirrel because it's got a busy background, but it's a great shot. I meant leaning towards that, deleting that one, but
you're leaning toward deleting this one,
no,
the other one.
the hawk at the end. Yeah.
Oh, the hawk. Let's keep going. I like this one just because it's black and white landscape and very good.
Yeah.
This is good. We like this.
Well, if we're counting subjects, this is a bird and the hawk's a bird. So those sort of bright spots bother me a little bit, but the capture of the eye is great. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah. That's a tough one. I kind of agreeing with you, Mary. I think as a group, keep this one for next time.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not like it's out permanently because we have lots more PSA competitions coming up.
True. And that's, we could keep them even on the computer, and have them for next time.
That's actually what I did, Kim, with my pink Gerber daisy. I kept it because we had so many other great ones, and be sure to keep your frog with the red eyes.
Okay, so we all in agreement to get rid of this one and save it for next time?
Mhm.
All right.
So Kim, I'm glad you read the instructions and didn't just read the note back from the PSA. I think you're right. I did print out the thing the other day, not having received her, they're good for 3 years email. So is there anyone in here that hasn't signed one?
Well, here, let's wait a minute. Let's go through these, make sure we have 6 of them. This is Dick Cobbs.
Okay,
So we just want to let people know this is who they belong to. So
so he signed a release, right?
we do not have a release in there, but Dick, we can get one to him.
Yeah, I haven't seen a release, whatever it takes.
I think you signed one last fall, but Kim pointed out that it has to be the newest released form. They look the same to me, but see, I have Alan Weirman already typed in on this one because I was sure he was going to have one. Then I have February 14th, 2022 typed under 6 of them. So I can get it to you though, Richard.
Okay,
If you haven't signed one recently.
Yeah, I don't know if I have or not, to tell you.
No, he's not in the system, Mary, so we need to get him.
He's in the
I
system.
sent you a list. I sent you a list of the people who are in the system, and I don't think he's on that list. Do you have that list in front of you?
Let me just bring it up.
Okay.
It's in your email. Let me see how do I get rid of Zoom and bring up email?
I can do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. So,
So, Al, you have one on, we already have yours, we already have Jim's. And Mary, we have yours and you have mine. So all we need is Dick, and we need to get you one. And Sharice, this is hers. The rose
okay,
belongs- And so we need to send her a release. And what we can do, we can send it to him. We'll send you a release, email it to you.
Okay,
You print it out, you sign it, take a picture of it, and then send it back to us.
okay.
if that doesn't work for Sharice, I need to run a Christmas present to her neighbor. I can run it out.
That would be
Teresa?
easier, yeah. And we can do the same thing with you, Dick, too, if we want. We can just run it out. So we just have Dick and Sharice that we need to have get the releases to. And, you know, that's an option if we want to do email, but if you just want to print it out, Mary, and then take it to them.
Yeah,
That's
but I don't
probably
know where do you live, Richard?
1919 Robert Drive.
Robert Drive, south of Bottenfield School.
Yeah,
So I go down to Broadmoor, hang a right across the south end of go to Galen, hang a left. Is that right?
you've lost me. Easier for me to
And,
come over to your place.
okay, that would work
We're in
too.
the same place, right?
Yeah, I'm in the same place near Hessel Park. But in
Okay,
case
well,
you're amazed about how I know where Robert Drive is, I'm organizing our class reunion. And Dale Turner lives on Robert Drive. Do you know
Oh.
Dale?
No.
Anyway, I just went down there the other day, so.
Could, if you're gonna be home tomorrow, I could come over to your house and sign it.
Why don't I give you a call when I get home?
Okay, all right.
Because I have a couple of things. And Sharice, I can run by your house on the way back from Carl Southwest. Are you gonna be home around 3:15-ish?
Teresa, you're muted.
It's not us.
Sharice, you need to
You're muted there, Teresa.
unmute.
Maybe she's not there.
I'm sorry, I have to
Oh, now she
leave.
did, yeah.
I'm sorry, I have to leave to take care of something. Mary, you could just send it to me and I'll send it right back through email.
Oh, okay, so you want to do the email thing?
Yeah, I'll just do that really
Oh, well, you
quickly.
know how to do it then, great. Can you send it to Kim? Because I don't know exactly.
Well,
Sure.
I can help you with it, Mary. She can send it back to you. You'll have to upload it.
I can do that.
Yeah. That's all you need to
Okay.
do is just upload what she sends you.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
sure. Thanks very much. I saw the photos in the beginning. Wow, they're really impressive. Thanks very much.
Very nice.
now we
Right.
love your still life flowers, Teresa. That's really great. Can you give me the titles of all of them?
I can give it to you. I can email them to you.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
I need to email you the images anyway, so I'll email the images with the title and the person's name.
Usually you send them to Nancy, but
No,
happy. I'm happy to.
you upload them. I think what you did the last time. I sent them to you, I think, and then you uploaded them.
Okay,
I think maybe I did it last time.
We
because you
have
weren't-
a-
I know you-
we have a very tight time frame is what I was worried about.
Yeah. Well, if you've got,
So if I took care of the release form and you took care of sending Nancy the images, what about that? Hello?
all right, that's, I mean, you have the link that you use. I sent you the link in that email that I just sent you.
The link for PSA?
The email that I sent you today that has the information about how to upload them and the
Okay.
releases. So that link that has the releases, you just click on that link and that's the same place that you upload the images to. I bet you remember when you do it.
Okay, well, I'll
Yes.
stay up tonight and do it because I've got a class in the morning and then a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Well,
so-
you've got till midnight tomorrow night to get them in.
Okay.
But
Sounds
if you
good.
have problems, you can call me tomorrow. But you
Okay,
can't upload the images yet until you have the releases.
I can't upload them. How does
You
she
can
know
upload the
that
other, you can upload the images that are already there, like for Al's and mine and Jim's, our release is already in the system. So you can upload
Oh,
those
you mean
images.
she has, Nancy Speaker has copies of the people then, you mean?
Okay, there's a new system. The PSA has a new competition system. That's the whole problem, because we have to get the releases in this new system.
I see.
So we are.
So she won't
the email.
accept any that aren't, okay.
So we can talk about it later, okay?
Okay, when we're not tying everybody up.
Yeah, we can talk
that's
about it
good.
after we're done. I think we're pretty well done anyway, unless anyone else has anything, any problems,
Well,
any
what
questions?
about-
or-
Eagles.
We already talked about them. You missed it.
Al, you're
I
gonna
missed
mention,
Eagles?
Al or Kim,
The
you're gonna
first
mention
3
the best in
minutes?
show, the best in show postings.
Oh. We can
In
do
the
that
first
if we
3
want,
minutes,
yeah.
I missed Eagles, huh?
I will,
Are you going, Mary?
Well, I've got a reservation, but it
Okay.
sort of depends on the doctor's visit tomorrow, so we'll see. Ray?
Yes.
There is a storm coming through, but is it gonna be gone by Friday?
I believe so. I believe it's a Thursday storm. Friday's weather looks pretty good. At least it should be in the 30s.
I was thinking of ice more than snow.
Right. Yeah.
You'll have to make that call on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
For me and I guess most people, it's 74 most of the way up there till 34. 34 for the most part is a 4-lane road. It's pretty well taken care of. The only other issue would be going through town and getting to the Mississippi, but it's probably about 3 or 4 miles. But I don't know. But I think you're right. You're gonna have to make a call that day to see how the weather is.
well, the Decatur weather said something about a lot of accumulation near the river, and I'm assuming they meant our river. The Eagles River. But
Who was talking about that?
the Decatur WAND weather,
They're probably not talking about the Mississippi.
you don't think so?
Why would they be talking about the Mississippi and Decatur?
Oh, okay, well. They said on the western side of the state that was gonna
Okay.
be
Okay.
more
that's-
accumulation, so
yeah, all
I
right.
jumped to the conclusion that it was the Mississippi, so.
You're probably right.
Mary,
You have to-
the Cobb,
Hi, Richard. What was that?
are you gonna be home now? Because I can come over and sign that now.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Uh,
I know where you,
Yeah, you know where I am, and I'll put the
Yeah.
garage door up so you don't have to walk up the steps.
okay,
Okay,
all right. That'll
okay,
take care of it.
that'll work. That'll be great. Okay,
Okay,
All
I'll
right,
see you in about 10 minutes, you mean?
yep, yep,
Okay.
10 or 15.
Okay, yay.
Okay, thank you. Thank
And
you.
Teresa, I'll stop by on the way back from the doctor tomorrow about 3:15. Did she say she was gonna be there?
Mary, I'm not sure I'll be here. Why don't you just email me?
Oh,
the
that's
link,
right.
And I'll send it back to you and copy to Kim, so you have it.
Okay,
Thank you
Uh,
very much.
okay, that's right. You did say that. Okay, I'll do that right
I
away.
guess we're done if no one else has anything.
Right.
We were just gonna touch on best in show. But I think, well, virtually, other than maybe Ray, well, Teresa, we're involved in it up, taking it down yesterday or whatever. I think the main thing is we had 287 photos. I thought it was pretty successful.
Yeah.
Well, we're very happy, congratulatory when they came and picked up things yesterday. We took in, according to Jim's numbers, $1,268, and we spent $1,172. So we made, if you want to call it that, we were $96 in the black. So, we were pretty close to even. And Tom, the last couple of years we lost some money, so now put it back in the bank. So, and the other thing is that if you go to our website and go to the 2022 Best in Show page, all the photos are there, all the winning photos and honorable mention photos. And then as well, there's videos. There's links to videos for each category that are videos of the judges making decisions about who gets first, second, third, and honorable mention. And I think it's if you listen to them carefully, it's instructive. I think the participants will enjoy that.
Yeah.
So do you guys see this, see the page? Okay.
Yes.
I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I have a little video up in that second paragraph. There's a video. I just talk about the winners and show their pictures, talk about the sponsors, and thank everybody for being involved.
Yeah, it's just a video,
Yeah,
an owl video.
you don't really want to see that. So we got it all done. We can wrap up another year and get ready for next year.
Yeah, well, congratulations on a good year, and you really did a fine job organizing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats on a good show.
Yeah, and thank everybody for all the help they gave. Jim, you put in a lion's share of work in the photos, and then doing all the book work afterward. So, and then Kim with the helping with the judging and on the web page, and Steve taking the videos and getting those ready. And so somebody needs to kind of.
It's a lot of work, isn't it, Al?
Yes, it is.
It's a lot of work. A lot of organizing, but you do a great job at organizing it, so we appreciate it, Al.
Thank you.
I think
It's
we
fun.
should give Al a round of applause. Yay.
Thank you. Thank you. And I wish I could go eagle hunting this week, but I don't think it's going to work. So next year.
Will they be there the next, how long will they be there, Ray? Through like March or?
This is the last weekend. They're all going to be gone. No, not really. I'm anxious to see what the count is this week because this past week was by far the highest count. Even if it reduces by half, 500 is a good number of eagles to shoot. I think it'll start diminishing off as the weather warms up because he'll start migrating back north. But there are some several eagles nests there. So I would imagine there's some natives that hang around there for some time. So, it's a good place to visit. But I'm sure there's other places. Al, you've got a place down by you that has an eagle's nest.
Yeah, Savoy,
Um,
just a few miles away.
And I know there's some up here at Lake Bloomington and Lake Evergreen. I don't know if there's any active nests this year, but there are some.
But you can't get a whole tree with eagles all over it in Savoy or in
Not
Lake
Savoy.
Plain.
That's right. One picture that I captured, I had 10 eagles in flight,
Wow.
and I wasn't looking for that. I mean, it just happened that after I looked at it, I just counted how many there were there.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So,
Oh, I'm looking forward to
Weather
it.
stays cold, they'll be around for a while anyway, so.
Yeah. I selected this week only because last year it was the third week in February that I went up, and there was a fair amount of them, and I lucked out because the weather got up into the 30s, and although they're there all through the winter, it's not that comfortable out there at 10 degrees and the wind blowing around. So I figured, later in February, and the weather will get a little bit milder and your hands won't freeze as fast. But your car is only a few steps away. If you get cold, you can jump in there and warm up. But weather looks pretty promising right now.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday are supposed to be sunny, at least here. So
Yeah,
usually it comes from the west. So,
right. Yeah.
so great.
Ki-
I wish
Kim,
I
I need to talk to you about the Smokies sometime.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you sent me that link. I actually looked up that guy.
Yes.
I don't remember his name, the Tremont.
Travis Rhodes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I was there the week after you left. I didn't realize you were going, but
Uh-huh. That's pretty cool. Was he the only one to guide you? I'm sorry. Yep, we're done.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for organizing it, Kim.
Yep.
I went with a group, and there were several days, and you kind of decide on what activity you were interested. We went to Elkmont. We went over to Cherokee. I don't know if you got down to Cherokee, North Carolina. There's a herd of elk out there. So we're able to go out there early in the morning, went across the top Klingman's Dome. We shot the sunrise and then went down to in the valley there and caught the elk gracing the fields. So, and after that, we were pretty much on our own. We went to Elkmont one day, which was fun. I'm trying to think. Cades Cove, we went there twice. But I know Travis Rhodes has been there a number of times, and he led the Tremont trip. Basically, stopped at a few places that is his favorites. So
was it your old camera club?
it's the Georgia Nature Photography Association. I lived in Georgia for 10 years, and I joined that group, and I maintained my membership there only because they elect me to the board. But they have activities during the year, and they have a fair amount. During COVID, a lot of people didn't meet in person like we, and they had webinars set up. And in fact, I was going to include you in I was going to email some people. You can join, and depending on your age, and I'm not going to ask you your age, but 65 and older, it's $25 a year. Under 65, it's $35. And I can send you a list of webinars that they're planning this year. And you'll have access to webinars from this past year as well. But a lot of them are focused on nature photography. Some has to do with processing. Some are related to locations in Georgia, of course, but the techniques in using cameras and how to compose and everything. But they have a few activities. This is a Smokies weekend they have every year. And again, it's like 3 days worth. And you have people that are from that area, and they'll take you to different locations to shoot.
Mhm.
So, I guess similar to what you had, and I don't know how many days you were there, but
Yeah, and see, ours was a little bit more instruction.
right,
It wasn't just telling us, so it was they would take us out, sunrise, sunset,
right,
but in between then we'd do processing. Or they'd have some kind of lecture to focus on whatever it was that we're gonna,
right,
take a picture
yeah.
of that day, or where, sunrise, sunset, whatever,
Yeah.
settings
And-
or whatever we needed
yeah.
for that day.
In fact, I met one of your instructors, and he remembers you
Oh, well,
for some reason.
oh,
Yes.
that's scary.
Um,
Who was it?
I'm trying to remember his name. It escapes me right now, but I know he uses Nikon, and he gave some instructions, and geez, he's a landscape photographer. It's not his full-time job, but I think his last name, is it Dave? And the last name starts with a V.
Yeah, and I'm not even too
But-
sure if
yeah.
I remember who it is
Yeah.
anyway.
But
Where did you see, so how did you see him?
he took us through Elkmont. Yeah, so he knew that area, so we went through there, pretty much landscape. I'm trying to think what else. We also had a photo contest for the weekend. They had categories like wildlife, landscape, and macro. So I ended up coming second place on wildlife.
Cool.
And the only reason I didn't get first place because I didn't shoot a bear. There was bears were active. Bears are active at the far end of Cades Cove, and some
Oh,
people
okay.
knew that, and they ended up heading there. And they've got some tremendous pictures of black bear on walnut trees. But I got there in the afternoon, and I saw a few, but they were in the brush, and anybody
what
that
was
had a
your-
picture of a bear was going to be first place. I know that.
Yeah, I always did.
Yeah.
What was yours? What did you take a picture of for a second?
Actually, it was a rusty blackbird in a tree, and it was feeding on berries. And I just happened to catch, the lighting was great, so I ended up catching that. So that was kind of fun. But there was a lot going on, and they were all photographers. Some people I knew, some people I met. But oh yeah, in the near Cherokee, we ended up seeing the elk, and the people that guided us there knew where they were. They were feeding in a field, and they knew at some point in time they were going to get up, and there was a river, and they were all going to cross through the river. So he told us where to stand up, and we got
Oh.
pictures of them, moving through there.
Water.
There were a few males that had the big racks, but it was fun. It was, of course, the colors couldn't be beat.
Oh, beautiful.
And,
Now, was it raining when you were there?
No, we lucked out. The first day we got there, it was foggy in Cades Cove, which was nice because the mountains are pretty much covered with fog, and you saw, glimpses of the treetops and all. But after
Mhm.
that, the weather was pretty decent. Yeah, we lucked out there.
Yeah, because it rained the whole time we were there.
Really?
It rained.
Oh,
I
no.
think, well, the sunset picture didn't rain. It was, but it was mostly, but see, our instructors told us that this was probably the best images they've had doing this workshop as many years as they've had. This is probably the best images because of the rain, because it was, perfect conditions
Right,
for
right.
taking pictures.
You had a nice diffused light, even light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the colors was just so brilliant. I mean, to
Yeah, they
have,
were. Yeah.
to be able to take pictures in the rain in the autumn. But it was hard. I mean, I've always avoided taking pictures when it rained.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So, but this time I was pretty much forced. I was forced to take pictures in the rain and
Mhm.
use my tripod.
Mhm.
And it was hard because trying to, I had the rain gear on my camera, and then
Sure.
I had the backpack. I was trying to get, I mean, it was just, but it was well worth it. I
Mhm.
I learned a lot.
Good, good. You had some long exposures, I'm sure, in the streams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was, I don't remember which instructor, but there was one instructor that took us back. I think it might have been in Elkmont. That we had, there was a one river. It wasn't too far of a trail back there.
Right.
And he was, and we just set up shop and he sat there the whole time. I mean, it was in a 2-hour period that people would just come in and out, and he would just sit there and show them how to do the long exposure in the water, and
Right. Yeah.
turned out great.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, you couldn't miss there. Anywhere you turn, there was an opportunity there. Yeah.
I know. And it was so nice, I'm sure you agree, it was so nice to have someone that you could follow that knew where to go,
Right.
knew what you were going to be looking for and knew where to go to get it and what time to go. And,
Right.
I'm not very good at getting up in the morning to go do that. But when you had to, when someone was telling
Right.
you, we had to be
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
wheels up, ready to go at 6 a.m. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it was-
It was dark there at that time, and we had up through the mountains and over the top to get to the sunrise. And I'll tell you what, I'm glad I wasn't driving. Let's put it that way. But the guy that I was with knew the roads pretty well and knew where he was going, and that was good.
yeah.
But we got up there for sunrise, and in fact, a couple of mornings the roads were closed because of ice. That's how cold it
Oh.
was.
Mm.
And that one morning they went through there, we set up this to watch the sunrise, and I was shivering. I was so cold. I had gloves on and a winter coat, and I couldn't believe I just wasn't ready for our time. But it wasn't bad. Later on in the valley wasn't bad at all. But
Mhm.
there's plenty of waterfalls and running water. It was great. But
Yeah.
so they're doing another one in at Jekyll Island in Georgia at the beginning of April. So I'm gonna sign up for that one. It's on the seacoast, and we're gonna be going to an island and shoot around the shores. We're gonna do some astrophotography as well.
Oh, wow.
So they've got some programs. Art Morris is the keynote speaker. Artie Morris is well known worldwide as a bird photographer. He was with
Mhm.
Canon for a number of years, and again, he's traveled the world. So he's giving a couple of presentations, and there's an opportunity to go on a few field trips with him.
Okay. So being this $35 or how much it is for this association, you get access into the webinars and to these trips?
Yeah, the trips are available if you're a member. And I think this one here in Jekyll Island, it's $195. And you have programs you can sign up for, and you've got classes. And one of the trips, I'm going to be going to Cumberland Island for the day. Another one is going to Okefenokee Swamp, which sounds kind of crazy, but I've been there, and it's a wonderful trip. And let's see, there's a couple of other nature reserves that are along the coast and inland.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I'll send you the information
Okay.
about the webinars, and if you want to see what's going on, I can send you my link so you can go into the website and check out all what's going on. They have a lot of competitions during the year. Right now, there's one on black and white. They call it Ansel Adams. And I've got a couple of prints on display in Atlanta. And it'll go on for a couple of months. They have another one, they call it Side by Side, where a photographer will submit an image. They'll be juried, of course, and then they'll match up with a artist. An artist will paint that picture,
Oh.
and it'll go
neat.
on a display at a nature center outside of Atlanta, and that's a lot of fun.
Cool. Yeah.
But they've
You've
got
done that before?
Actually, 3 years ago, I won Best of Show. So
Cool.
that was fun. It not only I won, but they ended up, somebody bought it, the print, and they also asked me if I could, they could use it for a Christmas card for theirs. So I got a lot of PR out of it. So it was a
Oh,
lot of fun.
cool.
But there's a lot of good photographers around. They've got a good program, and that's why I'm continue to stay linked up with them, because there's a lot of activities, a lot of good information. So
So do they actually, so is there members who meet together also?
yeah,
from
they've
different-
got chapters around the state. I was with the coastal chapter only because I live just off the coast, but they have chapters all the way to North Georgia and around Atlanta, Southwest, Northeast, and each one will have their own program. But they have speakers available that will come in. I guess some of them will be in person, but they'll have webinars set up. They've been doing some Zoom meetings, so you'll have access to that. And being a member, you can get in there and you can also ask questions, which is a nice thing. Some of the older programs are recorded and put in an archive, and you'll have the opportunity to go in, select which ones you want to listen to. You'll be privy to some of the questions, but since it's not live, you won't be able to answer questions. But if you're interested, I can share my password for you to get in there and kind of go through the website and see what they have available.
Yeah,
But-
yeah,
but-
sure, yeah.
But yeah, I decided to stay with them because it's too bad there isn't anything in Illinois like it. I know the Champagne group is a wide variety of photography, but if you want to focus on wildlife or nature, this is